I'm standing out here in the pretty familiar space of our church parking lot. You can see the church building in the background, and behind me here is Queen Street, which is part of Highway 7. Now, if someone pulled into the church parking lot right now and asked me, how do I get to Georgetown? Well, that'd be pretty simple. I just point them straight west and say, just stay on Highway 7 and you'll reach Georgetown. Now, if someone asked me, how do you get to Milton? Then I'd have to turn the other way. And I'd say, well, you just head down to the stoplight at Mill and Main, you turn left onto Main Street, and you'll hit Milton. Now, if someone asked me, how do you get to Guelph from here? That'd be a little bit of a different story. I'd say, well, it's a little tricky. You have to stay on Highway 7, but it takes 3 turns and changes names at least 6 times before you get to Guelph. And then, if someone pulled into our church parking lot and asked me, how do I get to Australia from here? I'd have to pause, collect my thoughts, and then say, well, sadly, right now you probably can't get there from here. Now, in terms of ministry and leadership, our experience has varied across these. Although I can't say that anything has been as simple or straightforward as heading to Georgetown. But some of the changes in ministry have been like traveling to Milton. That there's a corner, but it's fairly straightforward. And some of the areas, for me, the short learning curve on Zoom was that corner, but it's really provided wonderful ways to continue with ministry. Sue and I were able to complete the marriage course. I continue with the preaching exploration group, and also started a profession of faith group, and it's a great way to stay connected with staff and with ministry board. Not as awesome as face-to-face, but certainly a way that still works. And then when it comes to traveling to Guelph, a ministry that certainly has taken the twists and turns of this has been our live streaming. Now, for me, it's probably been a bit more like going to Milton. I certainly miss preaching to a church with you in there, but it's been a not as steep of a learning curve to learn to look at the camera while I'm preaching. But for the live stream team, it's been a bit of a traveling through the twists and turns and changes of this journey that they've traveled well. I deeply appreciate the tech team and have dubbed them the live stream dream team, and it's great to work with them. In terms of traveling to Australia from here, that has a bit to do with, what do we do in terms of reopening? How do we plan how our ministries will go forward? Well, for that, we don't really know how to get there from here. There's more unknowns than knowns. Now, that said, we've been having discussions, especially at ministry board level, about what that reopening will be and what that restart might look like. We've been meeting every 2 weeks to deal with issues that we need to address and to stay on top of things. And when we meet again on May 25th, we're going to be looking at establishing a team or two to look at a possible plan for re-entry and reopening whenever that's possible. A flexible plan because of the unknowns and uncertainties. Now, certainly in your life too, all of these different ways that we get to places and travel with the different levels of complexity may also be true for you. I want to assure you that we're praying for you, that we care, and please reach out to each other and reach out to us if there's anything that we can do to help care and support and encourage you. God bless you.